everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about the new movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. I grew up watching the first one, enjoyed the second one, so I was really excited to see what the third one would offer. The synopsis is as follows. Members of the Portokalos family reunite in Greece for a hilarious and heartwarming trip full of love, twists, and turns. So without further ado, let's get into the 6 things that make a movie great. 1. The plot. The Portokalos family receives an invitation for a family reunion back in Greece, and upon this movie's open, they find themselves headed that way to be a part of it. Within the first 20 minutes of this movie, it cancels itself out. They find out it's a farce, and then have to try to track people down and make the family reunion actually happen. Kind of a really weird, backwards way of making a plot happen, and it didn't play out very well on screen. Pretty much after the plot counteracted itself to a certain extent, the plot kind of wandered aimlessly for a while, and it created a ton of pacing issues in this movie. It's not just a slow burn, the entire movie is slow. Throw in a random wedding and some relationship drama, and there you have it. That's the plot for My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. There are a couple okay moments in the movie, but overall you just walk away disappointed. Plot gets a huge thumbs down. 2 is family friendliness. My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 is rated PG-13. It has minimal profanity, a moderate amount of innuendos. There's some partial nudity as well, but everything vital is hidden. So it was a pretty tame movie overall, but not catered towards children. So for me, family friendliness gets a 50-50. 3 is acting the script. The best way I can describe this movie is that it has some of the original characters with none of the original charm. There were no standout acting performances in this movie. Not all of them were terrible, but none of them stood out. And the script, what a mess. To be fair, there were probably 3 or 4 moments that I chuckled a little bit, but most of this movie was just this absolute mess of random script moments, unfunny lines they repeated and tried to make a thing but weren't that funny. That all led you to the question of, okay, why did we make this movie? Acting and script gets a thumbs down. 4 is character development. What this movie tries to do is ride on the shoulders of the 2 previous movies because it has almost no character development in it at all. And while it's been a little while since I've watched the other 2, it just felt empty. They gave a half-hearted stab at character development with Paris, but it was more character progression. And it was very lazily written in to where it kind of just fell out, kind of just happened. And it didn't really have any big impact on the film or the characters. And unfortunately it made all the characters feel pretty bland and shallow. So for me, character development gets a thumbs down. 5 is visuals and CGI. You see some cool parts of Greece for like half a second, while the tour guide and mayor of the town in Greece tells them they can't go visit these places because they don't have time. Other than that, I didn't see any CGI, but I didn't see really any impressive visuals either. Nothing added to the movie, nothing subtracted from the movie, so for me, visuals and CGI get a 50-50. And 6 is rewatchability. My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 is an hour and 31 minutes long, but due to the fact that this movie is an absolute lazily written mess, if you would have told me this movie was 3 hours long, I probably would have believed you. It was absolutely miserable to sit through. You're hoping that at some point the movie picks up, but like I said, it had major pacing issues and wandered around aimlessly for most of the film. And I just found myself sitting there like, what are we doing here? What is happening? What is the point of this movie? Because I'm never going to go back and rewatch this one, and in my opinion, it probably shouldn't have gotten made. So for me, rewatchability gets a huge thumbs down. With all those areas considered, I have to give My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 a 2 out of 10. This movie had a couple funny moments, a couple decent interactions between characters, and a very mild undertone of family and connection that has always been an enjoyable part of these movies. But this movie had a terrible plot that led to pacing issues and just being boring, a terrible script, half-hearted acting performances, and no real sense of direction, which just left the audience wondering why they even made this movie. So with all that in mind, this movie is absolutely not worth wasting your time or money to go see in theaters. Don't do it. If you really want to torture yourself, wait till it's on a streaming platform for free. Thank you so much for watching. If you've seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3, please let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. As always, I appreciate your love and support. Thanks for hanging in there through all the ups and downs, you guys. And I'll catch you guys and gals in the next one.